Welcome to the Irish Scoop, your weekly dish on all things Notre Dame football. Welcome to the Irish Scoop. I'm your host, Jordan Clark. I just wanted to start this off by saying thank you for all the support. All the interactions, comments, subscribes have been amazing and even more than I could have hoped for. So appreciative, and I hope that you keep enjoying. Today on the show, we have Beaux Collins. He's our go-to guy, no more wide receiver, one of the best guys on the team. Super excited to be able to share this time with him. Welcome to the Irish Scoop. I'm your host, Jordan Clark, joined today by our go-to guy, number 5, Beaux Collins. Appreciate you coming on the show with us today, brother. Appreciate
of course,
you.
bro. Of course.
Let's talk about Stanford a little bit, man.
Yeah.
Got going.
Yeah,
It was great to see.
definitely.
How'd you feel, getting the ball in the air, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Obviously, start off the game, we come to you 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
How did that feel to get the pass game going?
Yeah, man, it felt great. Going into the game, we had a pretty good idea of, we're going to attack these boys. They secondary was probably their weakest part of the defense. So we were watching film, just having plays dialed up, whether that was deep routes, free access throws, things like that. We just knew, we had to take advantage of it. This is the game. We're going to leave our mark on the game, things like that. And, starting the game, 3 catches right away, man, it was crazy. I really wasn't expecting it, but, I was ready for majority of them. But, man, it was amazing. A good feeling to just get the offense rolling right off the bat, for sure.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Being a defensive guy, I envy y'all. You know what I'm saying? I envy y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Get the rock. I miss those days when I used to let me catch the
Yeah.
ball. But whenever you get your number called, bro, you know what I'm saying? And the ball's coming to me, 9 ball right now. What is that feeling like? It's
crazy, actually. Lining up, you thinking about, all right, man, this the route I'm finna run. I hope nothing crazy happen. I hope the DB don't just, jump down, catch me at 5 yards, some crazy stuff like that.
Yeah.
You think about that, and then you just, once the ball snap, you run the route, ball in the air. The main thing is just, don't drop this jump. Because majority of the time when you know the ball coming, you're going to be wide open, or it's just a 50-50 contested catch. You just man, I got to make this play, money on the line right here. That's all I be thinking is money on the line right here. But I try not to put too much pressure on it, man. It's all part of the game, so it's just fun at the end of the day, man. Yeah.
We have a great deal of respect for you in our room, you know what I'm saying? Having got to
bro.
compete against you in fall camp, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You make us way, way better. You know what I'm saying? One of the strong suits of your game, is getting after people and blocking. When you get a hold of somebody, it's bad news for them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What motivates you to do that, to play that hard? Where's that mentality come from?
Shoot, probably my dad, man. My dad was a defensive player as well, so he just instilled in me aggressiveness, relentless energy from a young age, man. I started playing football at the age of 6, so when I was little, just getting after kids, they used to think I was way older than I was just because of how I played and stuff like that.
They try to check the birth certificate.
Yeah, for sure. But it was just small things like that, and I just know how important it is to have an all-around game, whether that's getting after them in a route or blocking on the edge, things like that. I just know all that stuff matters, and I just try to do it to the best of my ability, bro.
You think you could play DB, bro, at college?
Yeah, for sure. I honestly wish that I still played safety, bro. I would have been up there for sure. I would have been another Xavier Watts.
Oh, my goodness. Box safety or cover guy?
Nah, yeah, I'm run fit and then deepest man. I ain't all that man coverage. Nah.
Good off it?
Yeah, I'm good off that, bro.
You talk about your pops.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's something that family is important to you. I know I've heard you talk about your brother before.
Yeah, for
Kind of
sure.
talk about the impact that your dad has had in your life, your brother has had in your life, and how they've kind of pushed you to get where you are today.
Yeah, growing up, my brother, he's, 10 years older than, probably 13 years older than me. I got to do some quick math real quick. But, he was older. By the time I was 5, 6, he was already in high school, about to graduate, playing football. And that kind of just, made me want to play, just watching my older brother. He went to a Powerhouse public school at the time in Los Angeles. Man, they were pretty good, man. So it was just fun to watch. I was I want to do that. I was under the bleachers, running around, playing football, stuff like that. And I kind of just like learned from everything he did, picked up on it, figured out how I could make it better, things like that. And shoot, it's been a long journey, man. Just think about how far I came from that little dude. But yeah, just him, my dad, they used to work me out like in the backyard or in the front yard, just doing small stuff, running. My brother used to tackle me, stuff like that. Just making sure I was physical and up to par with whatever age group I was with. And I appreciate them for forever, man. Just introducing me to the sport, and I appreciate it. Yeah.
That's what's up, bro.
Yeah.
That's dope to hear, man. I feel like,
Sure.
especially for me, where family is such an important thing, it's
Yeah.
always so cool to hear like people's insight with their families and like the influence that their families have had on them.
Yeah, for sure.
Another thing that influenced me greatly growing up is where I'm from. You know,
Yeah.
being from Baton Rouge is like a big thing
I'm
with
already
me.
knowing.
You from
Yeah.
LA, so I know
Yeah.
LA had a
Yeah.
huge influence on you.
Mhm.
Kind of just talk about being from where you're from. You know what I'm saying? What it was like growing up there.
Yeah. I'm from Mid City, LA, so it's not really the hood, but it's kind of close to the hood. But growing up in LA, I was just able to be exposed to like a wide array of different people. Like I know how to interact and mingle with different cultures, different communities, and things like that. That's what I'm most appreciative of, just being out there as a youngin' and staying out there, growing up my whole life. It just teaches you a lot of how to deal with people, move, things to do and not do, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it molded me into who I am today. I have interest in a lot of different music because I'm from LA,
Yeah.
like stuff that people probably wouldn't even think I listen to. Just small things like that. It's amazing just being able to grow up in a place like LA, man. It's wild though at the same time.
Mhm.
Don't let all the Rodeo Drive and Hollywood Boulevard fool you, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy out there though, but I love it. I wouldn't trade it for nothing, man.
Yeah, you talk about being from LA and how it allowed you to have
Yeah.
influence and interest in different things.
Mhm.
We have art class together,
Yeah.
you know, and it's something that you're super, you know, interested
Yeah.
in, you know, and super that you just love. You know,
Mhm.
kind of just talk about growing up, being interested in that, and then like some other creative interests that you have as well.
Shoot, man. Growing up in Cali, we would go on field trips to like art museums, science museums, stuff like that. So art always has been like in front of me. My dad, his dad taught him how to draw, stuff like that. Just he would sit me down. I'll ask him, "Can you draw this for me?" And I'll just sit there and watch him draw it.
Mhm.
Then like run in my room, draw it right over, like
Yeah.
trace it basically, and just stuff like that. It like kind of like opened my mind to like, all right, you can be creative. It don't have to be like music or be on TV or something like that. It could just be pen and paper stuff, small stuff like that. I've been blessed to have like a creative hand and all that. I wouldn't say I'm like Picasso or none of that, but yeah, it's just very interesting. Like,
Art is subjective.
yeah, it is. That's what I was about to say. How you
Yeah.
can just put your emotions on a piece of paper, bro. That like blows my mind, and just how you could portray things or small stuff like that. So
Mhm. When you got away from LA, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, 'cause you
Mhm.
ended up at Clemson.
yeah,
Was it hard to leave? You know, with I'm sure it's so
Yeah.
different there than it is in LA.
way different.
Was that transition difficult? What was it like making the decision to leave? You know, being in a
Yeah.
place that is so, you know what I'm saying, unique,
Mhm.
and going to Clemson.
I'd say like by the time I was getting ready to go to college, like right after COVID and all that, I was ready to slide. Like, I was like, I want to experience something different. Lived in the same house my whole life. Pretty much had the same friends growing up and stuff like that. So I was just like, why not experience the other side of the country? Like down south won't be too bad. But yeah, going to Clemson, it was definitely a little eye opening. Just like I said, being around different people, learning like new ways of how they do things down there. It's a lot slower.
Yeah.
The best thing though, it wasn't that much traffic down there though. I could get to the facility in like 5 minutes.
Yeah,
bro.
bro. Any drive in LA
Yeah.
is like an hour drive.
Hour drive, you could go. It's supposed to be 20 minutes. It take you an hour 30 to get there. Just like stuff like that. But yeah, the transition wasn't too bad. I didn't get too homesick or anything like that. So I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's jump back. I know I took you to
Bet.
Clemson just now, but
Yeah.
let's jump back to Bosco.
Yeah.
Talk about playing football at Bosco. Like you
Yeah.
guys in high school ball,
Mhm.
y'all are like it. Y'all
Yeah.
are like the school.
Yeah.
Bosco and Mater Dei,
I
that
appreciate
rivalry
that, bro.
that's Ohio State, Michigan.
Yeah,
You know
no
what
cap,
I'm saying?
no cap.
Talk
Yeah.
about that experience playing in the Trinity League, I believe you
Yeah,
said, and
uh-huh.
you know, getting to play against the players that you played with and against.
Yeah. Man, just being able to play at Bosco, it taught me a lot, just how to handle yourself as an athlete in general. Like, We had about 800 kids in the school, so you were either on a sports team or like we had esports, like stuff like that, stuff you wouldn't even think of. So it just kind of prepared me for college, like the schedule we had, going to class, then you go watch film, meetings, and then go straight to practice and stuff like that. I feel like the coach there, Coach Negro, he did an amazing job of just like making sure we knew what to expect by the time we got to college. Like nothing would catch us off guard and things like that. So that's probably the main thing I'd say that I learned from Bosco is just how to handle yourself, time management, all that stuff, man. And the dudes we got to play against, like Trinity League was crazy. Every week you had to strap up. Like it could be a team we were supposed to blow out, but we ended up winning by like 3 points because they had dudes on that team. But overall, it was amazing just being able to be exposed to that much competition at a young age. Just many dudes don't go through that. And I feel like it helped me like learn and understand like how important preparation is, how important film study was, just all the small stuff. It was I wouldn't trade that experience for none. It was an all boys school too, so you just go to class, chop it up with the homies, like didn't have much to worry about, just school and ball, bro. It was amazing.
The good old days for real,
facts,
bro. Missed the
facts.
Friday Night Lights, bro. I swear.
Bro.
Take me through, bro. You were a big recruit, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, take me through your recruiting process. Who were the stakeholders, you know what I'm saying? Where were you thinking about going?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, ultimately, what led you to choose Clemson? Like, what were those factors?
Shoot, coming out of high school, I had, like you said, plethora of options. My main schools, my dream school growing up was USC, Southern California, obviously. I was a huge Reggie Bush fan when I was a tyke, so I was planning on going there, but coming out of high school, they didn't have the best setup going on. So my top schools was probably like Ohio State, Clemson, Notre Dame, Texas, Bama, schools like that.
All the powerhouses,
pretty much. But shoot, what drew me to Clemson was really just like the family environment that they had there. I had really didn't see anything like it, man. Coach Swinney and the coaches there do a good job of, just making everybody feel like they're actually at home, like when you touch down in Clemson, man. It's small little town out there, but it's nothing like it. I say from my time playing there, I learned a lot from Coach Swinney, and I knew like going there out of high school, that was one of the best decisions I made, just to get out of my comfort zone and learn. And shoot, I'm trying to think, like going there from LA, it wasn't like I wasn't like torn back and forth, things like that. So like when I went there on my visit and committed, I knew it was like the place I wanted to be. So and they have a great history of putting receivers in the league. Like I looked up to dudes, like literally would watch every T. Higgins highlight, every DeAndre Hopkins highlight, stuff like that. So I was just like, once they offered me, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna probably head over there, man. But I wasn't sure. I was all over the place for a little while, but then I just sat down with my parents one day and I was just like y'all gotta help me, bro. Because it was a tough decision, just like all these coaches calling, like you in class, coach calling you, stuff like that. I just didn't know how to handle it. But once I just sat back and all right, what do I really want? That's kind of like what helped me narrow my focus down on schools and all that.
Yeah. What's it like growing up in LA and SC being an ops now? You gotta have some family members that don't like that too much.
I be thinking about that randomly. I thought about it probably 2 weeks ago, mid practice. I'm like, bro, I'm about to go play USC at USC. I never would expect it this would play out like this, but
yes, bro.
It's crazy how life ends up, bro. But I wouldn't trade it for nothing, bro. I'm excited to get after them boys, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
So I know we were talking about Coach Swinney a second ago, and you got to give the man his flowers.
Yeah,
what he's built at Clemson is amazing. You know what I'm saying? They stamped college football history forever.
Yeah.
Kind of talk about what you learned from him, in that time, and what kind of man he is.
I learned a whole lot from Coach Swinney, man. We call him Swinneyisms. He has a bunch of phrases that he has ingrained in his head, and he would spit them out every year over and over and over and over again. But I learned a whole lot. Just accountability was the main thing. You can't change your ways, you can't grow or anything unless you look at the man in the mirror first. That was pretty much the main thing I learned from him, outside of all the football stuff, schematics and all that. But he does a good job of developing dudes into finding your true self. Like, say you mess up outside of football or something like that, he'll sit you down and ask you, like, how do you think this will help you? Or just, like, simple questions like that, but it, like, makes you think and, like, reflect on just life in general. And I appreciate him for that and just staying true to who he is, like, even with all the transfer portal, like, jokes and all that.
Yeah.
But he's a dude that, like, he knows what he wants, he knows what he's going to do, and he doesn't change that. Like, and he's a man of faith, so you can't trade that for nothing, bro.
Nah, that's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So, we're going to jump into something right quick.
All right,
we're going to do a lightning round segment. Is that cool?
Yeah, for sure.
Bet. So, I'm going to ask
For
you
sure.
these questions. You got to answer them as fast as you can.
All right, bet. I'm
Ready?
Yeah.
All right. Favorite pregame meal?
Pre-game meal, Alfredo pasta, rice, Caesar salad, steak.
Favorite pregame song?
Pre-game song, that's a tough one right there. I'm gonna have to go Gunna Blackjack.
East Coast or West Coast?
West Coast.
Favorite route to run?
Favorite route to run? Post.
Most memorable game?
Even though I didn't play, probably my freshman year, very first game versus Georgia.
Funniest teammate of all time?
Funniest teammate of all time, Nate Wiggins.
Favorite place on campus?
I'd say Duncan.
Favorite player growing up?
Reggie Bush.
Which current teammate would you least like to let borrow your car?
I don't even know. Yo. I'm trying to think who's reckless. Big Dev.
You guys.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Sir.
I got Superman. What you got?
Raspberry lemon Italian ice.
What did it
Little
say?
sorbet.
Something different, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Branching out. I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
Proud of you.
Thank you, bro.
So I know we talked about Clemson, bro.
Yeah.
But a question I ask people every single episode,
Mhm.
because this is the Irish Scoop. Why Notre Dame?
Man, this is like the greatest football tradition school like of all time, man. Like, why not be a part of that? Coach Free, he's built something real special here. Just being a young coach, having a great staff with him. And when I came on my visit here, it was no BS, man. It was like, we're gonna help you get better. We're gonna help you reach your goals, and here's how we're gonna do it. They had like plans set out. And I had some other visits, after the official visit here and lined up and all that, but I didn't even want to take those, man. I committed, like, it was probably the second day I was out here committed, man. I knew what I wanted out of the school that I was going to choose, and Notre Dame was just checking all the boxes, man. And it's no exposure like Notre Dame, bro.
Facts. I know for me, like whenever, I took my visit here, what really sold me was like my individual meeting with the position coach.
Yeah, facts.
Getting to talk to Coach Mick, and CO. I felt like they were going to put me in the best position to be the best football player that I could be. Like, I was
Exactly,
really
bro.
confident in that.
Yeah.
When you met Coach Brown,
Yeah.
talk about y'all's relationship then, the conversation y'all had, and then now, saying?
Yeah.
Because I feel like y'all's mentalities match so well.
Yeah,
Talk
for
about
sure.
y'all's relationship.
When I first met Coach Brown, it was crazy because it was like his first day here too. Like, I think he drove down from Wisconsin and stuff like that. But I got to meet him, chop it up with him on the field, like in the stadium, because they were showing us like a video on the board and all
Yeah.
that.
Shout out Chad.
Yeah, shout out Chad, that guy for sure.
Facts.
But my first impression of Coach Brown was like, this dude, like, he know what he talking about for real. Like, he had already watched my film, all that stuff. Just saying like things he liked about my game and things like that he sees that I can work on and how we're gonna attack it and stuff like that. Just hearing a plan of attack from a coach that early before I even like committed or anything like that was big for me. It showed me that he was invested. He wasn't just like BSing for me to come here and just be on the team. He like actually had plans for me and like how we're gonna get better and stuff like that. And then going off of like the personalities, like, I'm extremely competitive and he's the exact same way. So I need somebody that's gonna like pull that out of me even more. And Coach Brown is definitely one for the job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You talk about competing. One of the things that we enjoy in the DB room more than anything is watching you and B-Boy at practice. Y'all boys be out there really like
we
trying
be
to
going
hoop.
at
That's
it,
what I'm
bro,
saying.
every day, bro.
Talk about those one-on-ones, bro, that
Yeah, for
competition
sure.
and how, just iron sharpens iron. You know,
Yeah.
getting to compete, with Ben Morrison at practice every day.
Yeah, for sure. I remember when I first got here, me and BMO were just talking about like when we went against each other in the game and stuff like that, just chopping it up about that. And I told him like, bro, I'm here. I'm gonna make you better, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I promise you that. Ever since that conversation, bro, it's like every Tuesday, Wednesday practice, bro. We be going at it, bro. Like
Real talk.
One-on-ones, all that stuff. I appreciate dudes like that though, because a lot of guys that are, have higher status or starters and all that, they may sit out of practice or something like that. And BMO's not that type of dude at all. He wants to get better. He's gonna line up and be like, hey, we're gonna see who get it today. Like stuff like that. Just bringing that competitive spirit to practice the same way you would a game, it just makes all of us better at the end of the day. And you just gotta tip your hat to a dude like that for sure.
100%. You hear people talk all the time about Notre Dame, and one of like the glaring things that's the difference between us and somebody else is the culture.
Right.
The culture in our locker room, the culture in our building.
Yeah.
Coming from another place, can you kind of talk about how our culture is and how like it's different?
Yeah, man. When I first got in the locker room here, I was just like, whoa, like y'all real comfortable with each other and all that, but like getting to know the dudes, man, like it's really a brotherhood for sure. Like certain stuff we talk about, certain stuff we like just like chop it up about. You wouldn't talk about stuff like that unless it's your brother. So coming here, it definitely has like made me like better with being more relatable, opening up and things like that. It's not just all ball. Like FTB here is like, it's real. Bro. It just makes the team stronger. Like when you go out on the field, it just like, you like, all right, this is my bro right here. Like I'm gonna do anything for him to make this play or something like that. So the culture here is one of a kind for sure, but in a like very, very positive way. Like once you leave here, you're gonna be changed, but changed for the better, I'd say.
Nah, for sure. For me, like the type of person at Notre Dame is very different from the type of person that I went to school with at Arizona State. So I was definitely kind of hesitant coming in about like interacting with people just because it was so different. But something that I appreciate a whole bunch and is why I think we're all so close is just how welcoming everybody was.
Right.
Like from the day you step into the building, everybody is like actively trying to get to know you. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make you feel included, trying to make you feel welcome. And I think that's what makes us different. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like you're a Notre Dame man now.
Yeah. I was thinking about the facts, bro. I was thinking about the first time I met JT in the locker room. Like he walked up to me like he knew me like, for 5 years already, bro. Just like small stuff like that. It's crazy, bro. Like if you went somewhere else, they probably be looking at you like, this dude here, same position, all right, like sizing you up, all that, but it was nothing like that at all, bro.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
We talked about traditions earlier, which is another thing that makes us special. What is your favorite Notre Dame football tradition?
Favorite? Probably after the game when we win, Coach Free, here come the Irish. It like kills me, bro. Like, bro. It's just like
he loves it so
much. I could tell like he loves it, bro. And it made me fall in love with it, just seeing like how happy he is saying it, bro. It's like the smallest thing, but
you know what time it is. 1, 2, 3. Here come the Irish! Woo!
I don't know why that's like my favorite one. Just like after the dub coming in the locker room, I'll be waiting on that, bro. Like, I just look right at Free every time, be waiting, bro. There's a lot of traditions though, bro, but that's probably my favorite.
The craziest thing for me, bro, when I came from Arizona State, I'm not gonna lie, we didn't have too many traditions. We just go out there trying to hoop. You know what I'm saying? But like the mass in the Basilica, bro, I don't know why. It's so sick to me.
It's crazy, bro.
It's insane. Like being in there and it's like just us, just for like a few more minutes, like an hour or however long. Like just getting to be us. It's quiet. Like getting to kind of relax and contemplate before they open the doors up.
Bro. And it's crazy.
A billion people outside. I think that's so sick.
Yeah, I be looking around like mid-match, just like looking at the glass panels, all that stuff. Like this is crazy. Bro.
Yeah, the Basilica is
beautiful
so tough.
though. Yeah,
so tough. Obviously, last year. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's last year. Talk about, being an older guy now, you know what I'm saying, being able to find the gaps, like Coach Denbrock says, and make adjustments to your game, and what those adjustments have been, because you're playing at a super high level. You know what I'm saying? It's amazing to see. Talk about the off season, you know what I'm saying, and the gaps you found and what you did to fill them.
Yeah, man. I feel like my major gap was just being healthy, bro.
Yeah.
Like past couple years, I wasn't eating right, not getting enough sleep, all that's just the small stuff. But this year I really focused on, all right, how can I like be available at all times, whether that's like stretching before I go to bed, going to this recovery place out here. Shout out House of Health. But just like small stuff like that a lot of college students wouldn't even take into account, bro. Like, you got time to go party, you got time to go to the movies or something like that, but while you here, bro, you got to make the most of it. And that was the main thing going into this year, just stay healthy. But as far as like on the field stuff, just cleaning up, route running, it could always be cleaner, bro.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm blessed to be able to run routes at a high speed, have good feet, good body control and all that stuff, but just like fine tuning the break at the top or selling eyes this way when you're really going that way. It's just small stuff like that. Being comfortable with like the routes that I run to where I could just add like my own little sauce at the top or something like that. Just small stuff, nothing too major though, but I didn't want to like overcomplicate this year with it being my last year coming in as a transfer. I just wanted to kind of go back to the basics and simplify things for sure.
Coach Denbrock, obviously a new OC.
Yeah.
Scored 1 billion points last year at LSU. Scored 1 billion points this year here. Talk about kind of getting to play for him. You know what that experience has been like and what kind of guy he is.
Coach Denbrock is one of one, bro. Like,
golden grenade.
Bag season. Yeah, man. Coach Denbrock, he brings a lot of juice, bro. Like, if we in there quiet in our offensive meetings or something, he'll just walk in, just yell or just like slap the wall or something like that. Just make sure we all up and ready to go. And one thing I really love about Coach Denbrock, when he's gonna like get on your tail, but he's like still about having fun, making the game fun, doing things like this is a game we all love. So just like going out there and playing it like you a kid, bro. Like he doesn't let us forget like things like that. Just like it's fun at the end of the day, bro. But he will get after you. He's a loud dude. I'm sure y'all be hearing him all the way on the other side of the field.
100%.
Yeah, if we not doing something right, he gonna let you know, bro. Everybody gonna know. But it's been amazing. Like as far as like schematics and all that, his offense is like unstoppable at the end of the day because you got options to do this on this side, options to do that on this side of the play. Like it ain't nothing the defense could do. They can never be right. So he puts us in amazing positions to succeed and just like blur.
Talking about being unstoppable, bro. 13 has looked amazing.
Crazy,
like he's
bro.
been playing out of his mind.
Yeah.
Talk about getting to play with Rye. You know what I'm saying? What kind of guy he is and what that experience has been like ultimately.
Oh man, it's been more than I expected, to be honest. Like some of the runs he's had, bro, I'm just like, you should not be able to do that, bro.
Man, the one against Purdue was insane.
Yeah, the one against Purdue, he literally ran like right behind me. I'm blocking. I'm like, all right, there's a couple dudes coming. He finna go out of bounds. He cut back. I'm like, all right, yeah, you got it, bro.
He different.
Yeah, but man, just playing with somebody like that, it frees up everybody else because it's just like if something goes wrong, he gonna make a play for you. So, it's amazing, and he's a great leader off the field. Like. I feel like he's done a great job of getting to know every single person in that locker room, bro. Like, a lot of dudes not gonna do that.
Yeah.
I need to do a better job at that as well. But like, he shows like he cares about the team, he cares about the program, and he cares about the offense mainly. Like, just he wants us to be great, bro, and it's contagious.
Yeah. That's a dope point you made. I remember when he first got here, like spring ball, and he wasn't practicing. He couldn't do some stuff because he was dealing with some injuries. I remember how intentional, that was like my first impression of him, was how intentional he was about getting to know his teammates.
Facts, bro.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like, I'm Bradley Leonard, I'm the star.
Bro.
No, it was really just like him just being right. You know what I'm saying? Dapping people up, having conversations. And I think that's why everybody respects him so much. You know? Is that fearless?
Playing ping pong, all that
That's
stuff.
what I'm saying. He's good at everything, too, bro.
It's crazy.
Like, ping pong.
When we were in Bama with him, what was that, in the summer? I didn't know he could hoop like that, bro. But we was hooping on like an 8-foot court, bro. He was going like LeBron, bro. Like, it was insane, bro.
I've already know it. We're gonna do a segment. It's called the Four Horsemen.
Bet.
Give me your top 4 players that you've ever played against, corners, DBs that you've been covered by. Toughest covers in your career.
Toughest covers in my career.
Top 4.
Top 4. Number 1, I'm gonna have to go Nate Wiggins.
Okay.
I played against him or practiced against him every day at Clemson. He was a dude, bro. Like,
But that's dude ran 4-2, right?
Yeah, bro. Him. Then I'm gonna go BMO for sure. BMO up there. He probably tied for one. I'm gonna take it back to high school. Damani Jackson, he goes to Bama.
Bama.
Yeah, he go to Bama now.
He's absurdly fast.
Bro, crazy fast. He probably gonna run 4.2 something.
Nah, I remember I saw him run
bro.
like he ran like 4.3 in high school
in
or
high
something
school,
like
bro.
that. Yeah.
And he was like big, like the biggest corner I seen in high school. Bro.
Yeah.
Him, and then number 4. I don't even know, gang. I'm gonna probably just have to rock out with them 3 though.
Yeah.
Florida State always got good DBs, man. Like being in the ACC, they always had the best corners. Buddy, number 8 from last year, Florida State, he probably number 4.
Ricardo, is that his
Yeah,
name?
I
Something
think-
like that.
yeah,
Yeah. He
for
is a
sure.
good player. He's a good player.
Yeah, he smooth. So those probably be my top 4. I ain't been against like no Travis Hunters or nothing like that. So
Tight.
yeah, I'm gonna go with those.
You played in some amazing atmospheres, some
Yeah,
big
for
games. I'm sure being at Clemson was a lot like being here, where anytime we show up somewhere, we're their Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Like literally, I say it all the
Facts,
time, like
bro.
we're their Super Bowl.
Facts.
Talk about just some of those experiences and like what's your favorite game that you ever played in?
Favorite game that I ever played in, I'm gonna have to go with Texas A&M this year. That stadium, it ain't nothing like that stadium.
It was
bro.
rocking.
It was rocking for sure. And then we came out with the dub, so
Facts.
gotta
Bro,
love it, bro.
I have to ask you about this, bro. I completely forgot to ask you about this earlier. Bro, why does Dabo run down that hill so fast, bro?
I have no idea, bro. I guess
He's
that's
sliding.
like he put himself in like our shoes, I guess, for a little bit.
He be running way faster than y'all.
Nah, the crazy thing is nobody ever sees him stretch, bro. Like he doesn't stretch, and he be running like 20 miles per hour
Bro,
down.
he has to be stretching.
That's
bro.
but nobody sees him. Like we see him in the locker room right before the game, then we just get on the bus. No stretching.
I'm talking about he be Dorsey flex, knee lift.
It's crazy though. Like the videos of that are hilarious, bro. But like. The view we get of him just like he already down there and we not even halfway down the hill yet, bro. It's crazy.
Nah, it's insane.
It's crazy,
Hey,
bro.
if Dabo in free race, who you got?
I ain't seen free run for real though. I don't know. Actually, I don't know. But nah, I'm going free. Free younger.
Yeah, shout out Free.
He still got the.
Remember his
good
men's health.
knees
Remember
and
his men's health video. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying with the
yeah,
DV that he lifted.
Nah, that's too funny, bro. But nah, yeah, I'm going free for sure.
Shout out Coach Free.
Shout out free.
Shout out Coach Free.
Yeah, for sure.
When you talk about life and really everything ball, obviously legacy
Yeah.
is ultimately everything.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? How we're remembered, how the people that we've been around are impacted by what we do and how we go about our everyday lives.
Yeah.
What do you want your legacy to be?
Shoot, I want my legacy to be just like I ain't even really thought about that for real, bro. That's crazy. It's a loaded question actually, but just for people to remember me as like the dude that's always like joyful, always bringing some sort of energy, whether that's like on the field, off the field, being a light. I want them to remember me by like my faith, Christ driven, and just one of one, man. I feel like there's not a lot of people that are very, very confident in who they are as a person, and I feel like I embody that. So just know me and remember me for me.
Yeah, both.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Well, my dog, I appreciate you
Yes,
coming
sir,
on the show
man. I
today.
appreciate you for
Appreciate
having
you
me,
coming
bro.
out, man. This is the Irish Scoop.
Yeah.
I'm Jordan Clark, joined today by Beaux Collins, our guy. If you like what you saw, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next
Sure.
time.